guys, this is Nick from ReviewOutlaw.com. Today I'm going to be giving you my review of Snowbird in Utah. This is a skiing and snowboarding mountain from the East Coast, so this is from the point of view of someone who doesn't usually ski out west, maybe ski out west once a year, try to check out a different mountain each time. And this one is a great mountain to ski on. What's really nice if you're from the East Coast is you can actually just fly right from Boston and do a direct flight into Salt Lake City. And it's about 35 to 45 minute flight into, or actually drive, from into Salt Lake City up to Snowbird. And you definitely want to rent an SUV if you're going to be driving up there. The very steep mountains, and there is actually a lot of avalanches. In fact, the night we came up, about 2 hours after we arrived at the hotel, there was an avalanche. They closed the road down. I buried a car. Luckily, nobody got hurt. But that's something you better be aware of. We don't have very many avalanches out here in the East Coast, so it's not something you should normally think about. If you don't want to rent an SUV, you can actually, they have a shuttle service. You can get a van back and forth. One thing to note is Snowboard specifically is not really much of a nightlife kind of area. So pretty much ski all day. There are restaurants and stuff like that, but there's not a bunch of bars and things like that. If you wanted to do things like that, you're gonna have to drive back and forth from the city, which again, maybe 25, 30 minutes drive into the city. So it's not that big of a deal, but just be aware of that. There are other towns like Park City, which you could just hop on a bus and get around town much quicker, and there's definitely more nightlife there. As you can see, when you go out to this mountain, huge big bowls, which I love. I love the powder. This is actually right after a powder day right here, and I was getting in there really early, one of the first to drop down into this back powder, and just deep awesome powders. Nothing better than going down and just riding these babies down, and you fall, it doesn't hurt, so much powder, and just like riding on a soft pillow. It's the easiest thing to explain it. But if you're from the East Coast, you're not actually generally used to riding in powder because we don't get too much powder. So you're going to be aware, if you're a skier, you probably want to rent powder skis. If you're a snowboarder, you're just going to be riding more on your back foot, putting more weight on your back foot, and your leg is going to be burning a bit if you're not used to that kind of riding. As you can see, there's an amazing tops, very steep on the drops, and they don't have too much like guarding you, so that makes you nervous. Some of the edges are pretty steep. You could stay on the lower levels and you'd be fine, but definitely you want to be more of an intermediate to advanced rider if you're skiing up here. The views are absolutely amazing. You're just pretty much skiing in the clouds. There are a lot of signs saying avalanche warning, stay out of this area. You definitely want to be aware of that. You don't want to kind of cut into those areas. They sometimes do actually, every morning they'll do bombings, so they'll try to get those avalanches bombed ahead of time. But sometimes they do bomb during the day, so you want to kind of stay out of that area at all possible. You will see people from time to time actually going across the line and saying avalanche danger area, stay away. Some of the best powder spots though are near those edges, so you can follow those down and then cut to the right as soon as those barriers stop, and you get some great powder spots in there. The weather can change dramatically very quickly. My best days are the sunny days. I love the days right after a big snowstorm. You got some sun. Those are my favorite days. But you can have those cloudy days as well, so just be aware of that when you go out. The weather is beautiful when we're there. You do want to wear some sunscreen on your lips, actually, and your face, because you do get burned a lot when that sun reflects off the snow. So by the second day, our lips are totally burnt out, so make sure you bring some suntan lotion with you. We stayed at a place called The Inn. We paid about $2,200 for 5 nights. It included 2 ski on, ski off tickets, and pretty much the 5 nights. It had a heated pool outside. It wasn't technically ski off. We basically had to walk maybe 1/3 of a mile to get to the lift. So in East Coast, when you say ski on, ski off, you literally ski into the lodge. But this was a bit of a walk. Still was all right. I mean, it wasn't that bad. But just be aware of that if you're staying at the inn. As far as getting out there and getting on the mountain, what I recommend is get out there early, get your breakfast in, just go for a quick breakfast sandwich. You definitely want to go in the morning and get up as early as you can and be one of the first ones out, because the snow is always the best at the beginning of the day. If you want to call it quits before the end of the day, that's what I recommend doing. But being the first one on the mountain is awesome out there. So overall, great trip, great mountain, highly recommend it. For the price, I think you get a lot of mountain, especially if you're flying out. It's a great place to visit. If you guys have any questions about this mountain, or if you've been there yourself and you have something you think I left out, feel free to leave it in the comments. But if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you have time, please subscribe to my channel, click here to watch more videos, or please give me a thumbs up. Thanks.